So what's up, guys? Let's finally have that talk about Fallout 76. I know, me playing Fallout 76 again, giving it another try, what's my experience like? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the game has changed in the last 2 years. I did not expect it to be nearly as fun. I did not expect anybody to be nearly as helpful. And the multiplayer scale of it, guys, if this is the dynamics that Starfield is going for, the haters are about to be mad at my review of the game. And it's gonna be a short review, maybe about like 10-13 minutes, not too long, short and sweet. I just want to get right to the point. And I also want to talk about leveling up fast, because I know that in my last experience playing the game, I didn't even level to 30, mainly because I was getting griefed and I couldn't get to 30, and I ended up quitting the game. But now, man, you guys are gonna want to hear my advice. And I have some more exciting news for you. My husband has managed to log into my son's old account from his Xbox, so very soon you're going to be getting some ESO content, which, even though I'm mad at ZOS, I am going to enjoy getting back into ESO and leveling to my goal of 2000 CP. I want to say I'm around 1500. And on Fallout, I have made it to level 90 in less than 4 days. So I really just want to get into my advice for you. Thank you guys for watching. As always, please like, share, subscribe, make a comment, tell me about your Fallout experience. Let's get to it. Now, I'm willing to bet that if I would have tried grouping up and doing the events earlier, that I just wager this, I would have been level 90 probably the first day, because these perks, when you set them up correctly for leveling, you are going to get to 25 to 50 so fast that's going to become an addiction. I mean, literally, it's hard to put the controller down. And one of my commenters said this in my last video, that Starfield, just gives that, you're not really waiting for what you're going to do tomorrow. You're kind of bored, leveling, finding things, resources, you're lonely. Here, Fallout 76, they have developed a very amazing multiplayer system that allows players at any time to group up and adventure together, whether it be solo questing or whether it be events or expeditions. The game makes it so that you can queue easy with other players and get into their teams. And people are usually very nice. My biggest advice that I have to give anyone is to not be scared to interact with other players in this game. If you are not into multiplayer games, this is definitely online based, and you're going to come in contact with other players. So if you're like me and you don't want to get griefed, just go in pacifist mode and begin your playthrough. Originally, I had all of my gameplay, even from the character creation part of the game. I had everything that I was going to show you guys, but it ended up being 12 gigabytes, and I had to make it into a smaller video. So my first piece of advice is going to be, first, learn to play with other players, interact, get familiar with your routine, and then start level farming. So if you solo, you're going to want to go to your inspirational perk that is for solo questing. If it's grouping that you want to do, which for me is the fastest way, and it's the way that I recommend, you're going to want to group up after you have your inspirational perk up ×4. And this is going to give you ×4 XP while you are in your missions. All the enemies you kill, any experience points you get will be ×4 because of this perk and the fact that you were in a group. Now, for the best rotation during event chasing and grouping for me is making sure that my stash box stays low so I can continue to not be over encumbered, because you're going to get a lot of things from events, and you're going to be getting a lot of things from your own personal missions that you're finishing while rotating events with your group. You're going to be getting XP from all of this, caps from even when your group members finish a quest, or when you finish a quest, they'll get caps. So it's just best to stay grouped up as much as you can. I understand that it might be difficult to find a team sometimes, but when you do, just know that everything is going to be 4 times faster, 2-3 times faster when you group up. And you're going to be getting almost, in my opinion, 3 to 4 times the amount of loot that you would usually get, because you're going to be moving fast. It's going to be very high volume, high paced, and the events are going to come like every 15-30 minutes. So this can leave you over encumbered as ever. So what you're going to want to do is at every event have that stash box, your camp ready to put down so that you can empty things, and also go ahead and scrap stuff. Scrapping and crafting anything, including building at your camp, will also give you XP points, and you will get them ×4 again, because you're in a group. So it's just nothing but compiling on to how fast you're going to level up. All right, and for the final part of my video, I'm going to go over my experience. So the first thing, I have my lamp here so I can show you my tattoo. Yes, on my knee, as if it is a Skyrim pun, I have the Fallout Pip-Boy. And if you can see him. Cool, right? Can't be a bigger fan than me. In which I did that myself in 2019, shortly after playing Fallout 76 and reminiscing about Fallout 3. So I was actually really excited to come back and play the game. It's just, it was too many griefers in the beginning. I'd have to say my favorite Fallout game is Fallout 3. Fallout 4, I didn't immerse myself in it, and I barely made it through customization because it just was that boring. Like, I don't know, guys. Everyone that brags to me about Fallout 4, I'm just like, yeah, it's a great game. In no way am I knocking Bethesda. It didn't hit home for me. And having a Fallout tattoo, you can imagine how much I actually love the series and the lore, and how much of a disappointment it was. But Fallout 76, this year, 2023, has changed everything that I feel about Fallout 4 and the Fallout series in general. I get Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas vibes from Fallout 76, and the fact that it's multiplayer, I think if I could go back to my childhood, oh man, like, and tell myself that you're gonna get to play ESO in Fallout Online, or I meant Tess in Fallout Online, boy, I wouldn't have believed you. The game does have its bugs. I mean, there are times that, you know, NPCs don't have clothes on. And I'm not just talking about one NPC, y'all. I'm talking about like the whole settlement has no clothes. Sometimes I can't finish missions, which can be a bit of a hindrance, but I just stop what I'm doing and usually go play an event. And that's a really good distraction to the bug situation. As far as updates go, I'm excited to play Atlantic City. I'm excited to research more about it. And right now I'm taking a small break so that I can really like jump into my experience and be immersed the next time I play. I had to replay a Brotherhood quest about 4 times last night, and it was getting to me a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, how many times is this game gonna kick me out of it? And I kind of feel like Bethesda's games do that when they feel like you're excelling too fast. They might just shut down the fucking server. And Starfield, God, if it was multiplayer, who knows how many times the server would get shut down. I mean, it crashes even when it's not multiplayer. So what they're doing, I'm not complaining, it's just saying the crashing, guys. We were all in an event and the game crashed for me too when I was first doing groups, but at that time I just jumped right back on it. This time I took like a 5-10 minute break and then hopped back on. So basically the only thing that I want to see fixed is the crashes. I mean, all the other problems too, but the crashes, because that is a hindrance to gameplay, having to repeat stuff over and over and over. You know, that's kind of just like Starfield. It's something that I don't want to have to do with a game that's 5 years old or 6 years old, whatever it is. I would expect these type of bugs and issues, especially with it being such a massive online game and with so many people playing. Sometimes, you know, everybody might be in an event with you, which is exciting, but at the same time, I just want it to be more stable. my final thoughts on the game is that it's gonna get better and you should hop in it now. I mean, I am 5 years late. I tried, like I said, 2 years ago and it didn't work out for me. But if you want to game, you want an RPG, you want to role play, you know what I'm saying? You want to do like an MMO, but you want it to be a Bethesda feel and vibe. Fallout 76, 100%. Not only is it a Bethesda game, it has the vibe of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, as I've said before. And those who've played the Fallout series, you know how important that vibe is. Like, I feel that Todd has lost a lot of game devs, writers, you know, people that brought these concepts to life in the past. And I think that's Bethesda's current struggle. So if you're feeling like Bethesda's not worth playing, the game's not worth playing anymore, take a look back at Fallout 76. Give it another playthrough. Take some of my advice, some advice you see on YouTube about leveling up fast, and it's gonna become addicted to you. Like, you're gonna wanna play more and more and more. I find myself playing like 3 to 4 or 5 hours a day. And like I said, I would have leveled up much faster had I had grouped up and put that inspirational perk on. For a beginner, I think that inspirational perk is probably the most important one because it's gonna take you to any level and amount of experience points that you want to have for your character, and all of a sudden you're controlling how fast you're leveling up, and that's not really something you could do in other video games. So altogether, I would say Fallout has me ready for Starfield to have multiplayer. I'm ready to have the bugs fixed for everything. I found my good alternative game, and I'm excited to just keep playing it. I think it's important to throw this in here too, because in one of my comments on one of my videos, somebody said that gamers could put their time towards something more important. Can I just speak to you for a second? It's very ignorant to interject your ideas on people when you don't know them, and your ideas can get people killed. Oh God, you telling somebody who plays video games not to do that as their hobby and that they should do something more important with their life, but you complain when people protest and you call them rioters when someone dies and a knee gets put on their neck for 9 minutes. Please, keep your bullshit to yourself. I'm not the nicest person. I know I smile a lot. I know I talk real nice to y'all, but at the end of the day, you have to realize that I'm a person too. And I also wanted to educate you guys, because for the female that said my time could go towards better things, I know why you said that. You said it because I'm pretty and you thought I was wearing a shit ton of makeup, when really I'm wearing what's called AI makeup, because I'm not damaging my beautiful black face. I knew that would make you angry, so I had to throw that in this one, because how can you tell somebody that plays video game that what they do is like obstructing you? It's not obstructing you. Y'all got to get your own lives and be independent gamers, and I cannot wait for y'all to do that. Everybody be blessed. Have a happy holiday. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and hope to see you in Fallout 76. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment.